Kia ora, namaste, and a very warm welcome to all our viewers tuning in from around New Zealand and beyond. You're watching live coverage of the 2025 New Zealand Indian Hockey Championship, proudly hosted this year by the Waikato Indian Sports Club and in conjunction with New Zealand Indian Sports Association, bringing together community, competition and culture. This tournament has grown into one of the premier events on the New Zealand Indian community sporting calendar, showcasing not only some of the best hockey talent in the country, but also a legacy that stretches back generations. Whether you're new to the NZIHC or have been around since the QBT days, you're in for a treat again this year. I'm joined in commentary this afternoon by Suresh Wallab, NZISA President. Welcome back. Yes, man. Back here for some men's A action.
Yeah, namaste, Jai Shri Krishna, Ram Kabi and Gamcho, everybody. Hope you're all well and enjoying this day so far.
Yeah, and it's another great day out here at the Waikato Hockey Centre. And it is the locals that we're going to get a look at here on Turf 1. Our matchup for today, Waikato Indians taking on Central Districts.
Yes.
In the men's A section. First look at CD. And,
also just playing for the TNG Challenge Shield.
Yes.
TNG Shield Challenge. So, yeah, let's have a look at these teams. Sorry, Brad.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Good reminder there. TNG Shield up for grabs here. So, primarily was a men's B section Challenge Shield, and now with the expansion of the men's A section, competed by the minor clubs. And Central Districts, the current holders of the Shield, and had been since Wellington, actually. They've held the Shield. So a couple of years now, and Waikato an opportunity to perhaps get one or get it at home, which would be pretty epic considering the crowd that has built out here for this men's match. We can see some of the crowd there, and Central Districts come in for their final preparations. And just looking through the team lists here, like I said, we saw Waikato A last night and some of their players that we can watch out for. The captain, Milan Parsodum, Kalpishmora, good. Devon Hari, Ailish Suka around the back. But having a look at the Central Districts team, they've been improving year on year and made a splash winning the B grade down in Wellington. Kieran Pabu in goal, he's always solid. Midish Patel, he'll captain the side. Vijay Soma, one who's recently been over in Cairns representing New Zealand Masters in the Trans-Tasman Series. Kailash Leatham out there. Milish Patel as well. And Christian Gajeda, who's back again this year.
Some familiar names popping up again. And it's good to see them back. And obviously we know the bigger names, I guess. But like every team, you need a backbone, and I think CD have got a pretty strong backbone there with, look at Sanjay Patel, who's been around for a little while as well. And, Milish will come in, help out off the bench. But Milish Patel, Harish Patel, some pretty handy players there.
Yep, and there is the TNG Shield there on display out in front of the dugouts there. So that's what the teams will be challenging for. Of course, CD, the current holders, and they'll be hoping to take it back down Danny Virk direction again this year. And Waikato, well, they'll hope to, like I said, win it at home, which would be a pretty
it'd be a pretty special moment for the team and for the community.
Yep.
And just a wrap up of the last men's A games, because we just had a couple beforehand. So what was you commentated the Pukekohe A and North Harbour A game?
Yeah, so we had Puki and North Harbour, and Puki won that one pretty comfortably in the end, 5-1, the final score. And then we managed to scatter over and pick up the last quarter of the Wellington Bop game, which finished 4-2 in favour of Wellington. So that will lock up tomorrow's Dian Chand match, which will be Wellington versus Pukekohe in the men's final. And the remaining seedings there's still these games on Turf 1 and 2 at the moment, men's A section games to decide the final pool placings.
Yeah.
Yep. So a lot still to play for here.
Yeah, that's sort of a big one because the way the tournament's running, there's pros and cons around both. Eight in the A grade, and then there's the old traditional 6 where we got a semi and a final. So, yeah, it's still a bit of a contentious one within the NZISA group, and just see how that all works out, because if it does go back to traditional, 7 and 8 will drop out. No promotion for the B grade, and we start from scratch with 1 to 6. So that's, maybe I'll get myself in trouble by saying that out live on air, but hey, they can fire me.
Well, and I think it's one of the necessary evils that comes with growth. You have to start to figure out what is the way forward. You had to try and beg teams to fill in the men's A grade or men's A section after the first 3 teams who were generally there. You had to try and battle to find a 4th when it wasn't Christchurch. So different problems to have now that the expansion to 8 teams, but I think...
and it's a good problem to have. Like,
it is.
Or do you, talking from a bag of, just working out a few things on the back of a pie packet, do you extend squads to 18 and have 17 field players, to make it a bit easier for these players? Or do you start the A grade on Friday, because you are a Premier grade? So who knows? Well, plenty to talk about, and we'll get some input from all the A grade players and B grade players, see how it all works out.
Yeah, so for those of you, I guess, kind of loosely following along at the moment, you can only make the final if you win your pool. No semis, no crossovers, no anything along those lines. So, the issue of contention potentially if 2 of the best teams are in the same pool, how does that get worked out on the day? And just looking at options to expand squads or expand tournament or expand to suit the growth of the men's A section. But like I say, good problems to have.
Yeah.
It's better trying to find ways to fit more in than trying to scramble around to find a 4th team.
Exactly. So, as we see, we've kicked off.
Yeah, Waikato v Central Districts here on Turf 1. And in about 10 minutes' time, I think Canterbury or Christchurch Indians will take on Auckland on Turf 2. And Waikato starting fast here. Big opportunity. And Kieran Pabu's has been
stick save,
cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, he got low and made a stick save.
Just stuck there. They were Waikato asking for something, but I don't think there was anything.
No, I think it was the captain too. Looks like Millen passoed him up there on a little bit of a carry. Waikato now back with Devon Hari, who, well, I tell you what, he had Jai working overtime on his hamstrings before the game. Devon Hari getting the full rub down before getting out here.
Yeah, I don't think, Jai's come down here as part of Pukikoe, but he's been helping out every team wherever he can, which is the awesome thing about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what these tournaments are about. You got to help each other out, get through it. But yeah, we might need to charge out his services maybe.
And here's CD now, just with a little bounce ball in and out. And here is the man you mentioned, big Sanjay Patel. Go around the back. And Waikato just happy to slide in this half court at the moment. And now Central Districts come forward. Nice little touch there from Middish. Working away forward, Middish. There, Devon Hari now with the ball.
Okay, good luck.
And shout out to the Pookie ladies who are about to go and play Auckland in their evening game. Well, not about to, but we'll do a little bit later. So we see AJ there.
With that little hot potato of his. He's mastered that over the last 4 campaigns I've been watching him.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing, he's also been named the vice captain of the Central Districts team this year. Middish Patel, the captain, and now going forward, here's an opportunity for Hiddish Patel. Trying to get his way through, around, anywhere.
He's done that. Got the free hit, which is good.
And a little reverse going across the goal, across the front of the goal there. Nobody on it for Central Districts. And as we had a little conversation earlier in the day, yes, man, it's been 9 years since we were here, or since the tournament was here in the Waikato. 2016, the last time Waikato Indian Sports Club hosted, so good to be back here in Hamilton. And pretty epic too, in talking to Dharmesh Puna this morning. Pretty cool for the Waikato team to have 2 men's sides this year.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's great for them to get representation in the B grade, and yeah, it just adds to the tournament, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's, see again, bit of composure around the back here. Ailish Suka and Devon Hari before they go forward. Tidy work there. And cut out by Sanjay.
I was hoping we wouldn't hear that sound today.
No, there it is in timely fashion. I tell you what, it's better than those tunes Chan Dulab was trying to play on the outside speakers a little earlier in the day.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Chan surprised himself at what he was doing.
Hari looking. And around the left they go.
So Kiapushmura, it's good to see a lot of his family have come up to watch.
Yep.
Come down from Pukekohe. Saw Vinu was down. Vinu and Mum. No, Vinu and Mina. That's his mum and dad. And then he had his uncles all down here. Jug, Doc-ish. And a few of his cousins as well. So yeah, it's a big contingent from Pukekohe come down. And I see the cousins have come down with the kids as well. So it's been quite cool.
Yeah, and there's a few of the traditional Puke contingent part of the Waikato teams over the last couple of years.
Yep.
Out of the revitalisation of Waikato and helping bolster those numbers. So some locals alongside, like I said, some Puke names that have come down to take part.
Yeah, so it's good. Like even Kailash Leatham, who's plays up for Waiapa there.
Yep.
In
Here for
Pukekohe.
Here for CD.
Yeah, which is good. He was a regular for Christchurch because I lived in Christchurch for a little while there when he was younger. So he was had a bit of a Christchurch connection.
Waikato here stringing some passes. Love to see that. Striker diving out for one, but just beats them across the circle. It's good to see this, a number of players that, as they move or occupy different areas of the country, represent different Indian sports clubs.
Yeah, and old, I see Rahul Naik there, who was usually up the front, Rahul.
Yeah.
He's playing at the back there. He's usually up in Auckland, eh? We've seen him up in Auckland a bit. So he's been drafted in.
And here come Waikato on a bit of a break. Cut out there by Vijay Soma. And now,
It was lucky that one, Vijay. Lucky. I was just about to say he looks pretty cool and calm, but just that little shave tackle just got the wrong side of the stick there from Mills.
Yeah, fortunate one for Vijay there. I thought he just about worked his way out of it. Yep. And now cut out on the 25-yard line, CD.
Yeah, see, CD had also a bit of a change-up in the coaching staff. They did have someone named in there as coach. Not sure what happened there, but we've got Raj Bana, who's filled that spot as a coach.
Yeah. I actually caught up with the CD boys early yesterday morning. They came out for a little training run out on the turf before the first games got started. And yeah, Raj was out here with the guys as we see a little entry here from Gajeda.
Shit, he's a big dude, eh?
Yep.
Man, he's one solid dude.
I tell you what, when you get Gajeda and Sanjay at the back together, I tell you what, they'd win a few lineouts, those two.
Be a bit of a smash on, bro, wouldn't it? You know? I know Sanj does a bit of fighting, so I don't really want to go down that road.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely. It's
not fighting in a bad way, but he does it in a controlled environment.
Yeah, that's right.
Trains for it.
Took up MMA a year and a half, 2 years ago now, and had his first fight, I think about a year ago.
Yeah, saw that come through on the old Insta famous again.
Yeah.
But no, good on him. But yeah, different challenges, eh? Different things these guys do. It's pretty awesome.
Yep, absolutely. You see all around the back this time, Vijay Soma skips one out. And down the line, I don't think they're going to get that one back again this year. It's Upinda Dadra.
He's been out for a little while. I haven't seen him in a couple of years.
He played that tournament in Wellington where they won the B grade. And him and AJ were a handful going forward together.
No, Upinda, I'm sure it's the same one. I'm sure it's him. He played goalkeeper as well, or he has played goalie.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bit of talent spread across both teams here.
Yep.
Young Amal Singh, who's playing for Waikato on the wing there. He's just on the bench having a rest, but he goes all right there on the wing.
There is Christian Gajeda. You say using all of that reach. And out and around they go through Milish Patel, Honaika. Both teams just look like they're trying to feel the other side out at the moment here. It's a little bit of a tentative start between these two teams.
Yeah, a few of the boys, you can see the weariness of day two games yesterday, I think, and you can just see in some of the body language here, some of the boys, you know, tired legs.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, that's, again, part of that puzzle you have to try and solve with the men's A section is having to play 2 games on multiple days becomes pretty tough here as CD get the entry. 3D, it's up, and it's in the goal. And it's the man we've just been talking about, Upinda Dadra there for CD. It wasn't the prettiest, but it's going to go up all the same. 1-0 in favour of CD. We'll have a look at it again here. Just that little touch.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just a deflection there and just...
Yeah, up off the goalie and enough to...
height just to fall under the crossbar.
Yeah, find its way. So just looking at the implications of this game here, Central Districts, well, they're sitting on 5 points in their pool. So, you know, if they get a win here, or any sort of points out of it, they'll solidify 2nd place in their pool.
So that would be like a third, fourth playoff. Yep.
With Pookie already booking their spot in the final out of this pool, and that game would be against Bad Plenty, likely, sitting on 6 points at the moment over in Pool A. Though there is still the Auckland Christchurch game, and if Auckland can get up with the bonus point, they could sneak themselves into 2nd place in their pool. So still lots of implications.
Placings, right? It's, and sometimes you've got to look at the placings because it makes it pretty tough pool next year.
Yes.
You know, depending on how it's all structured, but...
Yeah, and like every team, you want to finish your weekend on a win. Great tackle there.
Just robbed him.
KJ. And here comes Midish. Links up. Oh, a little overrun there. And drop it back to... And you're right, Rahul's come right up from the back.
Yep.
Joining. Oh, what an entry.
Oh, what a goal.
Oh, and a goal. What a touch there right in front. Love the ball in from Gajeda.
It's a nice touch in.
Yeah.
Young guy there.
Yeah, we'll have to get a check on a number there on the replay. This will be a nice angle of it. One pass. Oh, pretty.
Number 5.
There he is, Prashant Chika.
Oh, what a tackle. Good tackle there by Kalish.
CD up 2-0 here against Waikato. Here is Kalish Leatham looking on the reverse. Still there for CD. And penalty corner coming for CD.
Stand up for this one because we might know where it's going.
Well, yeah, we'll have to check who's on the field because I'm a little concerned that AJ might not be out there for their first penalty corner.
No, he's not. So,
and it looks like Kalish Leatham will get up on the sole bracket.
yeah, I think he has. I've seen him up there.
He's got a little bit of boogie on him.
Yeah, when he played for Waipaha, I think he's done a few there. So, be good to see.
Middish, he'll inject. He was actually going for that little near side deflection, I think, back to Middish, and Ayla Shuka cleaned it up.
Yeah, he's got a pretty long reach, Ailish there, getting down low, so...
Yeah, I think they say he can play postie and second runner at the same time. Managed to briefly catch up with Dillip, his old man, who was down in the front row watching this game, and his brother Nedish there, now down in front as well, watching this men's A-section game. A little tangle up.
You came up with a nickname for Nedish, didn't you guys?
Oh, I've only ever called him Nedish. I don't know, I'm on that level like you, S-Man.
But you guys are calling him Nedish Ninja Turtle.
Oh.
Because of his face mask.
Oh, right, I quite like that for the coloured headband as well.
Oops. No.
And Amish Firma's just going to try and go himself. Runs into the CD defensive wall.
Hey, did right, Amish there. He just sold me a stick bag for
Yeah.
Kaya downstairs. I'm like, hey, he's multitasking big time.
That's it. Getting paid both ways this weekend.
Yeah.
As we hear the who to go, end of the first quarter, it's CD in control, 2-0 early here in this men's A-section game between Central Districts and Waikato, and of course with the TNG Challenge Shield up for grabs. And Central Districts, well, like I said, they want to tuck that one back in the vans and take it home with them. Have held it for 2 years now. And Waikato, they've got a bit of work to do. You see Vijay Soma there directing that halftime chat. This is the goal here from Upinda Dadra.
Just a lob up off, I think Shirish's kicker
Up
there.
off the leg guard. And over it went. And then the second goal, it's this one here. Look at it from this angle.
Not much you can do about that, mate.
No, that's a great goal. We'll see it again from this side. Ayla Shuka just lost sight of him.
Great vision and that touch.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, I think that post, that injector might need to get in front just a foot, just to get over that stick.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't also be trying to go at Ayla Shuka's side with that reach.
Yeah.
He's pretty safe down there on that right post. So, like we identified, I think if Armanjot's on the field, that's probably going to be their penalty corner option. They just got unlucky with the timing of that one, CD.
Yeah, I saw AJ down there early. He goes, oh, just cramping up a bit. I said, oh, mate, only a young fella. Don't know what cramp is.
No. He's back on the field now, though. You just see him just out of shot at the moment.
Yeah, play some big minutes, big games.
Yeah. And CD, they go forward off the jump. Oh, trying to link up there, Middish and Hiddish. And here is AJ, he'll roll down into that attacking area.
Rakesh was up for that little dribble. Did well there, Soma.
He has a little smile on his way out. He can 1-0. Take that one, and now Waikato looking for something long. That's Jivanjot there, Amanjot's brother.
Is it?
Number 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. Older? Younger?
Not 100% sure. Not 100% sure, but their dad always makes a point of coming and saying hello at these tournaments and at Heritage.
Yeah, he's a good rooster, eh? He always says good day.
Now AJ looking forward, linking up with
what a trap.
Goal scorer at Dadra.
Nice trap there.
Oh, they got a little touch on it too. I think it was Fernandez over there. So CD will keep possession high up on that right side through Sanjay Patel. And they go overhead back to Upinda Dadra.
Some handy little stick work holding the ball there, Upinda. Yeah.
Now the entry cut out by Devon Hari, who, on the run, little overhead
nice ball out.
Yeah.
Nice and safe.
Well, it might be the only way to get past Sanjay or Christian Gajeda there. You've got to go to the sky tops.
Yeah, man.
Get past them. And Naika back at the back again. He's been everywhere already in this first quarter. Rahul here.
Yeah, he did a bit of cover, played 1 year heritage for New Zealand Indians. It's helped out. I think we may have been down here, actually.
Sanjay looking around the edge of the circle, takes it quickly. Got his entry, across it goes.
It's a cheeky little entry, wasn't it? It's, Did Ish get 3 today or 2? No, definitely got 2. He didn't get
I don't think he got to 3.
No. Nice.
He had a great game, Ish. As we see the entry here from Central Districts, Elish cleans it up. Yeah, for those unsure, we're talking about Ishan Patel here. We just saw him walk out in front of us down here playing for Pookie. Had a great game in this previous one. We saw it on the live stream. Celebrated his 21st birthday on Friday, and pretty epic performance today. So shout out to him as he come walking past. He's turned over by Rahul, and now he's got a bit of space.
Oh, wow.
Links up there, great touch. Oh, and the drop off, love that from Midish. On, still going. Gets it back from Ailish Suka. And the show and go, 3D, still going. Rahul. Oh, not many get away from Midish in the circle like that. He's usually on top of all of those opportunities. And takes it quickly straight towards Devon Hari, who's backpedaling as best he can. And
oh no.
Have a look at that. AJ just egg and spoons it, picks it up on the edge of his stick and walks it in. That's some pretty outstanding skill there. And again, just trying to use those 3D skills, but cut out well by Devon Hari.
As a defender, how would you defend that?
It's you know, it's one of those situations where we see it a fair bit. As I think the best way is just to back up a little bit more and allow room for the ball to get back onto the ground before going at a challenge, because so often you see people go swinging at it, give away a penalty corner and probably a card.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier just to give that ball some landing space and then go and attack it once it's back on the ground. Although, in saying that, if the way AJ's doing it, maybe it doesn't get to the ground and he just walks it all the way in. There's only so much you can give up on the back line. As we see, lovely. Oh my goodness. Kalish Leatham there with, holy, just in behind his feet there, had a full tilt. That's pretty sharp stuff there from Kalish Leatham. And you're seeing all of this live and free thanks to the support of One Foundation. Huge supporters and sponsors of not only the live stream here that we're bringing you again this year, but NZISA and the NZIHC tournament again for 2025, and have been over a number of years the major funding partner of the tournament and NZISA. So massive shout out and thank you to the team at One Foundation. Yeah. And also the whole crew at Local Gecko Productions bringing the live stream together as well.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, One Foundation, I've been on about them quite a few times, but hey, you know, none of this is possible. You know, that's the food tents, it's the rest area, it's, you know, the medics that are here helping us out, making sure no one's too seriously hurt, all that sort of stuff, you know, the turf hireage, you know, it's all part of that, what One Foundation provide and help us service. So yeah, it's been a massive contribution to how we've been able to progress over the years.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding here, right, with a full packed out turf here with all the families, food tents full, turfs are showing some good hockey, and you know, the community are all involved. So
And the coolest thing is that training turf where all the kids are.
Yep.
I want to go play there.
Yep. They get to watch their idols out on the turf and then show off some of the skills they've just seen on the practice turf.
Yeah, they'll be saying, oh, look, you know, that's how Brad plays, that's how Wes plays, you know, that's how we want to play. So
I don't think anyone's ever said that about me, or not in a positive way anyway. Perhaps showing them what not to do. Out here, Jivanjot Singh now on the ball for CD. They're up 2-0 midway through the second quarter.
That's a nice ball through. Too easy for Kalpish there.
Great tackle. Oh, then he's just handed it back. He's done all the hard work and given it straight back to CD, who are on attack again. And that one, a little agricultural. See it just get away from him there.
Yeah.
On the reverse stick.
That was Sachin.
Yeah, Sachin Dadra. And here's Amish Verma again on the ball, looking for a way through, doing well there. You can hear I think it's probably the voice of Umishari potentially over there calling for a card.
He's got a unorthodox style, old Amish, hasn't he? Like this. Oh, how'd you like that?
Speaking of, how good is that? Let it play. A slam dunk there for Waikato. They're going to have a little bit of a complaint about it, but I mean,
I think the goal's up.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it here. There's Mills, I think, as well on the spot.
They had two players stationary, and yeah, I don't know. Good goal.
Yeah, he's finished it well, and look, they had ample opportunity to try and trap the ball, and chose not to and stayed stationary, like you said. So look.
And he wasn't imposing any player when Mills came in.
Yep.
You know, like he wasn't trying to get in the road of either of
No,
them.
no, he's behind them.
Let it drop and close your eyes and swing.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, slam dunk, as we say. And this one's going to...
Mills is popping up everywhere, eh? Rangy player. We usually see him back in the backs, don't we?
He's been all over the place in recent years. But yeah, playing up the front this year for Waikato. And look, when you can put them away like that, then maybe he's found his home. Now 2-1, things tighten up a little bit here for the remaining 6 minutes of the second quarter. And we're underway also on Turf 2. Auckland Christchurch game still locked up at 0-0 over there.
Yep.
And Leatham, well, once he gets going, there's not a lot of stopping Elish Leatham.
Yeah, solid runner, eh?
Yeah. And now just waiting for the ref to take his hit, and away they go around the back through Rahul. Forward to Krishan Gajeda. And the slider has found the foot there. Kapishmora just outside the circle. And this one falls here for CD. Great defending from Ailish Suka.
That's it, eh? With that reverse, you've got to get it nice and close.
Yep.
And early, and someone's being naughty. So
Yeah.
he was reaching for his pocket there, but no.
Yeah, I think it was a card. Prashant Chika there for CD. 2 minutes just gone for a sit down, and Waikato now going to try and potentially put a bit of a press on. You could hear them calling for the press, but they're not up in it. And CD able just to take this one without a huge amount of pressure on. Rahul. Oh, ball. Trap. And good little battle there between the two on halfway. Waikato come away with it. They open here. Oh, and he's leaving people in his wake here. Forward come Waikato. Can they score a second? Not like that. Just found the foot. And that all happened at a rate of knots, yes. So,
yeah, ran out of breath watching that.
Yeah, once Kelpish got going there.
Got that roll on, eh? Did well. Oh, good trap there. Cutting it out.
Yeah, now perhaps playing with a bit of confidence, Waikato.
Well, I think that's it. If you know you can score, there's, you know, just lifts the team, you know, because they've been defending for a little while.
Yeah, it was all CD in the first quarter. So, like you say, to find their way through.
Opportunist goal.
Yep.
But hey, you got to take them. Oh, that's great cut out ball by Devon there.
Couldn't bring it in there. A little 3D pass. A bit of a tough one there from Tajindapal Chahil. Now that one well too big for any of the CD players. And 2-1 here inside the final 2.5 minutes of the first half. Waikato, the hosts, they are trying to take the TNG Shield off Central Districts, the current holders. And CD have the advantage at the moment, 2-1 here, but like we've seen in many games, that can turn quickly. We saw a men's B game go from 2-0 up to 4-2 down.
Yep.
This morning, as we see a nice cut out there from Vijay Soma. And they almost, it's almost Lady and the Tramp style there. Yes,
All over
two of
the
them
show.
come together there, sharing the ball. I think CD will be pretty happy to get through to the rest with this scoreboard advantage. Waikato, they're trying to press their way forward, get something before the half to perhaps equalise. There's a nice little ball through there from Hiddish, but nobody on that side of the field for CD. And CD right out to that sort of 55, just in front of halfway, sliding shape. Try and put a bit of pressure on these outside defenders here. Ayla Shuka has to keep the ball in. And cut out well there by Hiddish. And trap around the back from Devon Hari, who looks on his reverse. That's a bit of a bouncing one, and it's going to fall here for Waikato.
Get in the day.
Tactical stop there from Sanjay, and then cut out by Vijay Soma.
Yeah, he's too good for that to go through.
Yeah. You could just hear in the sideline mics there, Ayla Shuka yelling at his teammates to get someone in the circle.
Need bodies in there, right?
Yep. Especially with the clock expiring. There's only really one entry at it. They're probably not going to get another go at it.
No.
And there is the Huda half-time here in our men's A section match between Waikato and Central Districts. Central Districts ahead 2-1 in what is doubling as a TNG Shield challenge match. Central Districts, the current holders, while they have the 1-goal advantage. And over on Turf 2, we are midway through the second quarter, and scores still locked.
Nil all, eh?
Nil all, yep. As you see, again, Vijay Soma pretty active in the quarter break discussions. Check out some of these highlights. And there's the goal.
I think, yeah, like
Slam dunk on the back post.
Yeah, he came from the side, which was pretty clever of him. Didn't impose anybody. Well taken goal, Brad.
Yeah, I think the only one really complaining much about it was KP, who maybe if he'd just got out a little bit further and perhaps could have shut that one down before it had even got there. As we see, yeah, there's our two teams here. That was the 1 goal of the quarter. And you see Umashari there And Damish Puna as well in with the Waikato men over the back there. And like you mentioned, Raj Barnett.
And Pete there saying a few words.
Yep.
And who's that joker with the glasses on?
Yeah, not
That's
100%.
Rowe, I think. Yeah, Rohin, yeah, manager.
Right. And of course, well, Waikato, they get the services of the ultimate manager, and, Vanita Suka.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep.
He's out there with the Waikato lads, and then we see those. There's the real MVPs.
Yeah.
Doing the tough stuff. Vanita, you could see, we couldn't see on the screen. She's taking the goalkeeping gear down the other end, while our man there takes the gear down for CD. And our crowd growing here, turf side at the Gallagher Hockey Centre.
Yeah, they've had some pretty good hockey, a bit of entertainment already, which has been pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been a great day so far.
Yeah, talking to a few of the crowds, see some of the Pookie friends come down. They came down from home, obviously. Then a few of the older members that just wanted to do the day trip, so they came down from Auckland, etc. But yeah, they're saying it was an hour and a half at the most. Nice little trip. One of our life members, Nagin Lala, he NZI life member, he was down here watching his boys, watching the Auckland boys. So, and he'll be hopefully sticking around to watch Auckland girls. And there's a fast break out there by Auckland down there. Jeepers.
Yeah, some real speed right across the games. We've seen some real athleticism as we take a little look onto the officials' balcony. Looks like they're up to not a lot there. Dog sitting and coffee drinking. Tough life over there.
Yeah, for the umpires.
Oh, yeah. Who's
Did
looking
they
after
do
who?
anything on the turf?
Hey, who's looking after who over there?
And they don't do anything on the
Hey.
turf either. Brad, that's what you said before.
I tell you what, there's been a reason why we can't have you on Pookie Games anymore. Yes, man. You leave them alone.
They're doing a great job. It's been we're blessed to have their services.
Absolutely.
That's been pretty cool, especially to get umpires. We get third umpires as well, and we get the match official.
Yep.
And in some cases, we're lucky enough to have you've got the umpire mentor that's helping out these guys as well. So they're not just there watching; they're coaching the umpires. And I know plenty of players, plenty of spectators are the best umpires in the world, as we all know, eh, Brad?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're all the best umpires. But hey, someone's got to make the hard calls when it's when you've got 22 guys just going hard at it. And, in the heat of battle. So yeah, it's some of these guys are controlling it really well.
And put it this way, when it all boils down to it, when everything's on the line and the call has to be made, I'd rather be up here than down there. So full credit to them. I'm not battling for any of those jobs anytime soon.
No, I've done doing a couple of the school games and stuff, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Especially when you're getting high school girls yelling at you, then you're like, man.
And that's your own team.
Yeah, I know. You get a bit scared, don't you? You like get a bit nervous at blowing the whistle. But here we go. We're about to kick off.
You're back on here. Looks like Waikato will have first use of it in the second half. And they now opt to go backwards. And just controlling it now at the back. Ailish Suka looking. You can hear some of the sideline support for the Waikato team. That one cut out by Jivanjot. Just working their way through the middle of the field. Devon Hari linking up there. Rakesh Soma on the ball there.
Just noticed on a couple of these games, I think some of these, like Pookie Koei, I think they only had 3 on the bench today, just with a couple of the boys out for under 18s.
Yeah.
And I think also today in Waikato, I think Sai may be out for under 18s. So
I was going to say that actually. Sai Hari
is listed here, but
yeah,
Haven't seen him out there yet, which I think he's, and Rakesh is off to the naughty corner for a little bit.
Yeah, so a few players with their respective association under 18.
Yeah, so
games.
I think, yeah, for here, obviously you've got Size out. Then in the Pookie team, I think Rudra
Yep.
and young Rainish were out as well, who were part of the Auckland setup. So I think, you know, we could have put a bit more pressure on Jude yesterday when he was here to say, well, let him play all weekend, but...
Yeah, and they've actually had to travel right up to Northland to Whangarei for their games today.
They got a couple of games up there.
Yeah. So I believe it's Northland, North Harbour and Auckland, all up there for some King's birthday games. And I believe also over in Tauranga this weekend is Waikato, Tauranga, Bay of Plenty.
Okay, so
For some games over there. So could have lost some players that direction too.
Yeah, probably some of the younger players that may have been involved in both of these teams.
Yeah,
maybe.
potentially. So, yeah, those games all happening. King's birthday warm-up matches for their tournament, I think, in July.
Yep.
It's a National Under-18 tournament. I believe, in North Harbour and in Timaru.
Oh, wow, here we go.
As we see opportunity here. Oh, couldn't get on the end of it. It was really well set up there.
Oh, Midish, he gets around a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, still got a tank on him there. Midish was up on that left baseline, rolling it across there for Upinda.
Just a nice smooth player, eh?
Yeah.
Just nothing super fancy, but just gets it away.
Yes, doesn't make many mistakes. Midish, pretty smooth on it, like you said. And he's the captain of the side this weekend. So you see a little cutout ball there. Well, it cuts everybody out.
Yeah.
Ailish looking a little overzealous on that one. And KP will keep his legs warm with a jog out to the corner. Kieran Pabu in goal, of course, for CD.
You see the intent there.
Yeah, Midish and Kalish there trying to link up on the little one-touch pass, and they're going to try and put a full press on here. CD, you can see them right up in the press. Midish there, probably 4.5 metres away.
He's only like 4 foot high, so that's probably all right.
Oh, and it's clean bowled, most of them. Rahul picks it up. Away comes Millen, Vasodam. And Devon Hari onto the ball for Waikato, just in front of the dugouts. And they still find themselves behind on the scoreboard. And coming forward now. Oh, lovely hands here. And under some pressure there, Rakesh Soma opts to go out through Fernandez.
Oh, that did well there. Oh, nice little work.
Yeah, still going here. Kalpesh Mora. Free hit coming just outside the circle. I think that's one you probably also see we're missing S-Man, the younger of the Fernandez brothers.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably be over in Tauranga with the Waikato under-18 team. One of them's out there over at right half, but I think they're missing one.
Well, I hope not, because there's 4 on the bench, and if 2 are gone, that's 17 players. So
we won't dob anybody in.
I'm just saying, like, you know, we can all see it on the screen, so I hope not. Was he meant to be in here? Or?
Oh, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100 as we see a little tangle up there just outside the circle. In fact, it's listed here that they both started, so perhaps we'll might just be on the bench at the moment, but usually they're out there on the same side together.
There's one sitting in the shade, so.
Devon Hari straight in, straight over the back line, nobody there for Waikato. Sanjay now, he'll look over And picked up well by Hitesh. And there, look at the speed. Hitesh Patel. Thought he'd done enough to win a free hit. That time they will win it there through. AJ's back on the field, rips it back under, and penalty corner coming, and he's on this time. Amanjot Singh. And you hear the CD faithful there, asking them to make it count. We'll see it on the replay. Lovely skill. Back in under the feet of Kaupesh Mora.
He's been pretty quiet this game, AJ.
He has.
He's picked his moments.
And this might be the moment for him here. Penalty corner. They could regain the 2-goal advantage that they had in the first quarter. As the rest of the crew look on, Vijay, Midish, Jivanjot, Raj, all there.
Geez, Kailash, what can't he do? He's trapping
up there
now.
trapping.
Yeah, he was.
Flicked on the last one.
Now he's trapping.
And it's taken a little deflection, but it's in the goal in the end. Amanjot Singh beats them all for pace, and I think the skip it took off the first runner, Caleb Fernandez, just beat them all on the way through. We'll see it again on the replay.
Let's go, Waikato.
Yeah, took a deflection and right into the sideboard. Nothing Ailish Sukkar could do there. Just beat him into the sideboard.
It's a nice trap too.
A great trap.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, now 3-1 in favour of...
You got that 2-goal buffer again.
Yeah, they had it in the first quarter. It was 2-0 in the first quarter, and Waikato came out and scored themselves one. And now we're back out to the 2-goal advantage via a penalty corner flick from Amanjot Singh. Now Rahul, perhaps an opportunity to get out of the back and a little on the run overhead. It's going to beat them all, but pretty impressive skill there. Yeah, looks like we might have found our second Fernandez brother. He just subbed himself back onto the field, so perhaps he was hiding in the shadows over in the dugout over there.
Pretty dark in the dugout, so it's...
Yeah, so both on it now over on that right-hand side of the field. This is a little bit more like we've seen from the Waikato team. And now CD just can't bring that one under control. Jay Ranchod there. Devin Harry goes for the spin. Midish just stands there and watches him and defends it anyway. You knew what was coming, Midish.
I think he said, oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice cheeky little touch down the line.
I think Dil Patel could probably take some words out of Midish's book there on how to deal with that spin instead of chasing it around the...
yeah, just let it go.
around the circle there. Let him spin and wait for him.
Yeah, what? Hey, okay.
A couple little firm whistles. Go back and collect his stick, Amish Firma. And at half-time over on Turf 2, we're still locked up 0-0 there. Auckland and Canterbury, neither team able to find their way through.
It's been a pretty challenging pool, that one, hasn't it?
Yeah, tough pool. All things considered, but like you say, last year's seedings and new teams back into the mix always make things difficult to accurately predict.
And you're seeing the best players from all regions playing, right?
Yep. This one, that little cut out there by Hitesh Patel. And just looking very quickly at the ladies' pools as it stands. North Harbour out with 3 wins, 3 bonus points and 15 points. From their 3 games, Bay of Plenty, 2 games, 2 wins, 2 bonus points for their 10 points. Auckland, Wellington, Pookie all sitting on 2, 1 and 0 points through their first couple of games, and Pookie will take on Auckland this afternoon.
Hooked that one a bit too much, eh?
Yeah. Again, CD show that they can get things going forward, just couldn't execute at the end of that one. And Waikato, he breathed a sigh of relief here. And that card earlier to
Rakesh.
Rahul.
Rahul, yeah.
Naka, there's actually yellow card, so he's going to be off for the rest of this third quarter.
Oh, okay, and a bit of the...
And a touch of the fourth, so Waikato, perhaps they sense a chance to maybe strike here. They're going to have to...
I didn't actually see what Rahul did.
No, I missed it in the corner as well, behind the light pole here. And I'm not so sure about this this tactic from Waikato. So you're down 2 on the scoreboard. You've got the player advantage thanks to the yellow card, and you're sitting in a half-court press.
Yeah, well...
You know, I'd probably be
pushing.
trying to use those numbers advantage and the scoreboard desperation to try and get one here in this third quarter.
Mate, whip your goalie off, have a crack.
Have a crack at them, you know. Even if you're not comfortable with taking your goalie off, take your two extra defenders off and plant them up the front.
Yeah, well, we know what Mills can do up the front.
Yeah, have a go. And
yeah, he's not going to do anything with your hands up, my friend.
And Kalpesh Moore there just trying to take it too quickly. It was actually inside the 25, not outside where he took it from. And fairly rough challenge there from Upendadadra.
That's better. Pushed him up.
Yep. And there's Ayla Shukra on a little bit of an overlap. Needs someone up on the baseline for him. Oh, it was looking for him. They'll take the long corner. And again, use the width. Need someone on the baseline. They'll go the entry. It's
not what you needed.
No, poor execution there in the end from Waikato. Again, CD happy to burn some clock here on this one. And even here, Waikato pretty passive in their three-quarter at the moment. All things considered, they win it there at halfway, though.
Tajindo, is that right?
Yep. Little 3D. Receive here. And again, probably not the option.
Like I've seen that how many times this weekend when guys are going for that reverse, you know which way it's going to go.
Yep.
I haven't seen many guys that can keep it on the deck.
No, not when you're running away from it like that. Free hit will fall there for CD. And away they go. Midish.
Oh, what a ball.
Throws a little 3D. And Ailish managed to get his feet in the right direction. Midish takes it quickly. He's got the circle edge. He's got the ball across the goal. And a fortunate touch there from Ailish Suka right before the hooter. 3-1 there, Central Districts over Waikato. And for the most part, they've managed to survive that 5-minute period without Rahul Naka. And they're one step closer, S, to tucking that shield back in the vans.
Yeah, making its way back to Danny Vick. Oh,
that was the one from Midish there to Upinda that you probably would have expected them to score. Though AJ started working some magic, and while it's not his regular in the roof variation, just flicks it hard enough that it took the deflection, beat the goalie, beat the lineman, and he made that one count. We'll see it from this angle. Takes a pretty nasty deflection.
Yeah, just off the toe there, eh? Just straight into that corner. Not much you can do about that.
Quite often when you see a goalkeeper with his legs like that at the end, it means it's taken some sort of deflection. He's just been done wrong-footed there.
Yep.
And our two teams going through their final team talk before the fourth quarter. CD Well, they're 2 goals the better at the moment. Waikato, they're going to need to really put some pressure on if they're to turn this one.
Raj looks pretty relaxed there.
Yeah.
Raj is a great supporter of NZI hockey, so he's supports our teams with when we're on the NZISA Heritage campaign. So he's been a proud supporter for the last couple of years now. So as you see his name on the back of our shirts, you know, Raj Barna Bailey's. If you're down the Canterbury area and you want to buy a house, go see his team. So Raj has been awesome for us. You know, just wants to fly under the radar, doesn't want us to do too much, but he always supports these teams. It's great to see, and great to see him offer his services up here. If you remember last year, he played for CD and had an unfortunate injury.
Yes, that's right. That's right. He came in with 2 legs and I think left with half of one.
Yeah. So that was quite unfortunate. But hey, it's good to see him out and about, and I see him over there saying good day to his brother-in-law, Nimish.
Yeah, and a massive shout out to, I know a lot of the teams have sponsors and people that help them get to these tournaments, and you know, I know there's a few also that help look after NZI and those heritage campaigns, so I don't have a list in front of me, so I would hate to leave people out, but massive shout out to all those that are supporting the Indian sports clubs. And how's that?
That's a great.
Oh, that's just some individual brilliance there from Hans Singh. We saw him yesterday with the do-rag on. Have a look at this. 1, 2. Oh. In the near side, KP. Nothing much you could do about that one. And Waikato, just like that. Sometimes these teams make it look easy.
Tell me about it, mate.
That's 40 seconds on the clock, and they've got one.
Yeah, they got this press going on straight away. You know, they've got the boys up, got the backs up.
You know, looks for all intents and purposes, looks like the field scoreboard have put the goal on the wrong side.
Yep.
Our scoreboard, well, they haven't put it on yet at all. The score's actually 3-2.
Yeah.
CD over Waikato. Yep, you're welcome. Here come another opportunity for CD. Upinda Dadra there just working a little bit of magic around the edge of the circle. Ailish Suka has got a bit to say about it. I don't think you're going to have any convincing here. High fives at the top of the circle. Ailish. And VJ and Amanjot.
There's goals on both sides. What's going on? So 1-1 at the moment across the road.
Yep. Turf 2 there, 1-1 between Auckland and Canterbury. So we missed those 2 as they happened in the third quarter. And meanwhile, they still don't have the field scoreboard right out here. It says 4-2, but it's actually 3-2 in favour of Central Districts. Maybe they're fortune tellers here and can see the future.
Let's see what happens here, mate.
Well done, great run.
Still here for CD, defended at least for the meantime.
Yeah, good.
And well defended in the end there by Waikato. And just like that, we've got all our scoreboards back on the right.
Okay, so yeah.
We're all sorted. CD 3-2 over Waikato. 12 and a bit left to go here. And 1-1 out on the back turf midway through the third quarter between Auckland and Christchurch. So yeah, kind of lost it in the flurry of the goals there. Just to finish off, massive shout out to all of the team sponsors. I know a few of the teams have their hoodies and whatnot. They usually have the logos and things on the back. So shout out to all of those.
Yeah, going back to the NZI ones, we're fortunate enough. We've had one of the local company businesses down here, Rototuna New World.
Yep.
Suresh Chimanlal, who's been a proud supporter of us for a long time.
Yep.
Also,
Shy is usually a supporter.
they were about a few years ago now.
First couple of years, yeah.
And we've had a couple of the
Barney Family Farms.
Yep.
Helped in previous years as well.
Yeah, Masters have helped out. We've had Pack and Save Silverdale, that's Vinod Bugger. Obviously Raj, you know, I don't want to miss anyone out. We've also got Doc Mora, the Mora family, who was talking about, it's the extended family of Kalpish's, yeah. So, yeah, he's been a proud supporter for the last couple of years as well. So we're quite fortunate where we've had some companies come through and help us out. With the finance Nilish Buller, who's been helped us out a couple of times as well. So yeah, it's been awesome.
As we see, CD hot on attack off that overhead turnover. Hiddish just trapped it. It can't have been very high if Hiddish trapped it, standing up. And yeah, penalty corner there. A little bit of contention. I think they're saying that the overhead that Amanjot threw was going to land in the circle, and the Waikato defender that tried to take it down, his feet were in the circle, so they're claiming that it didn't actually clear the circle. See it here again. AJ takes it quickly and opts the overhead. Oh, so it's actually, sorry, not the Waikato player, the CD player, that one of his feet was still in the circle. So interesting call there.
Well, we're lucky enough to have the replay, right?
Yeah, and I think it's actually the ball, not the feet. The feet don't really matter a whole deal. As AJ has a crack at it.
Good save.
Yeah, well carved away. He didn't get all of it, AJ. Just rolled the stick over it, but well defended there on the line for Waikato. And going again now, Amanjot. Great defensive work there, Waikato. Excellent stuff. Eilish Suka looking out. Remember, just the 1 goal advantage now after that goal to Hans Singh. And now Waikato, do they believe they can find their way through here? Perhaps find an equaliser. Then is it the go-ahead or a shootout? It could be exciting stuff in the battle for this TNG Shield here.
Yep.
All looked CD in the first quarter, but Waikato really grown into it. We're inside 9 minutes left here now in the 4th and final quarter. Again, an interesting one there. The ref didn't blow his whistle straight away, and
yeah, I think you need to if it goes.
Yes.
If it's up in the air, anywhere near the circle,
Yep.
you got to blow it straight away, save any danger.
Yep.
'Cause
I mean, because also Millen was right afterwards. He'd actually got the ball onto the foot of the defender inside the circle.
yeah, so
Just blow it while it's up
don't get
there.
any advantage out of that. It just gets dangerous if anything.
Yep. You see now Waikato looking their way up that right side. Well blocked out there by Jada. And Kapishmora.
Hey, it's a card. Hey, coming in. Come on, umpire.
We can hear both sides from
Hey, every time.
the teams.
Everybody's an umpire, like
Yep.
I said.
Great body.
And Sanjay, oh, I thought he'd come away with it. Again, late whistle. Means they're going to have to come all the way back.
7 to play here, so plenty of time, but just got to play smart.
And yeah, loud whistle, but I don't think it really deserved a card. Just wanted everything to settle down for a second there.
Yeah, let them walk back. Take your corners, boys. Just chill out a bit.
Yep.
It's been a pretty clean game and good game so far,
Yep.
so no need to spoil it by giving any more cards or anything.
Christian Gajeda just trying to find his option going forward. Links back up with Rahul Naikaha. And now Kailash Leatham. Little overhead here. It's a good one if they can pull it in. And Waikato under some pressure here. One back. Good free hit here for CD. And Amanjot Singh will come onto it. He'll... Oh, that's special. AJ still going. Good save. Couple of swings either way. It's going to be left to play.
Let's go, take off, take off.
And free hit there for Waikato. That time, not just the stick, the egg and spoon, but had a little bit of a...
Shot as well.
Yeah.
How many warnings? Where's your card?
Oh, lovely. AJ now. Good touch tackle from Eilish Suka. Had to be made because he was the last line of defence before the goalkeeper. As we see the Pookie ladies over the back fence there getting warmed up and ready for their upcoming game. And inside there, look at him. He's just trying to get some camera time there, Kailash Leatham. Look at that. He even rocks it side to side to make it a little harder to defend, but Ayla shook her up to it that time.
It's good to watch, isn't it?
Oh, it's entertaining. Entertaining, if nothing else, from AJ. And now we're closing in, nearly 5 left here. Can Waikato find their way through? They haven't led at all in this game. In fact, they've been behind for most of it.
You think of taking the goalie off, maybe. Oh,
Yeah, we're going to go penalty corner here.
nothing's happened.
CD can't believe it, and in fact,
I think it was a maybe, no,
yeah, no, it's going the other way. Just got his,
comms wrong.
yep, arms mixed up. You know, left arm in the right sleeve and all of that. He's got dressed in the dark.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Now out they come through the overhead ball. Hiddish looking for his options. Drops it off there, and they'll come back again. That was Jeevanjot there, just throwing the overhead down the sideline. And, high turnover from Amanjot, beats one. Still going. Oh my goodness. Look at the stick skill there up on the baseline from the young Hastings boy, his high student. Oh man. I tell you what, if he I'm going to give a shout out. I don't know if he's still watching, but Kelly and Jerem there, he was watching along in the Pookie game and watching his idol, Ishan Patel, there carving up, leaving some comments on the YouTube.
Nice.
Generational type run from Ish.
Oh,
Shout out,
generational.
yeah, shout out Cal. Like I said, probably not still watching, but love to know that you was tuning in during the Pookie Boys game.
Yeah, and that little play there by
Oh, that's special.
AJ, that's-
Through his own feet and back onto the defender's foot. Now, that one's great stick save there. Call that the suicide line when you're running just down the barrel, stick and legs.
and then
Got
again.
stick, and then now, yep, cool as gets another corner. And we'll see another opportunity at it. And the good thing for CD is burning the clock here as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we're inside 3 minutes left to play. We'll see this little, yeah, again, just straight in onto the foot. And now another opportunity. Pookie ladies looking on. A couple of those might be yours, yes, man.
Yep. Jai's not mine.
No, hope not. Gajada has another go at it. It's cleaned off the line. Excellent work there from Waikato. And CD, they'll come for a third wave, and it comes. Upinda Dada. And then just has a pretty ordinary sweep at it. Still there for Gajada, who gets it going goalward.
Oh, good save.
Oh, and then a big whiskey from Upinda there.
Sticks going everywhere.
Yeah.
Play wide, play the side, play the side.
Under 2 minutes left. Can Waikato find the ball? That one is going to beat Han Singh over the sideline.
So 1
Go, Waikato.
minute 40 to go, and they pulled the umpire.
Man to man.
The goalkeeper, yeah.
Or the goalkeeper, sorry, not umpire.
Yeah, like I think you mentioned it about 8 minutes ago. Yeah, have a crack then. Is it really going to give you a practiced advantage with a minute left? I mean, CD can probably white knuckle it from here with yet one turnover. So,
And
yeah,
there you go.
and now it's open goal season if they can get it down that end of the field. And even if not, they'll burn clock doing it. Gajada there working the left sideline. And perhaps just a little obstruction call there.
You never know. Let's see, Waikato still got 1, 2, 3, 4 players back here.
Yeah. It's one of those things we talked about yesterday, right? You know, when you're trying to get that numbers advantage, or having numbers advantage at your fullback isn't much help.
Yeah, you just leave Ailish there by himself.
Yep. He's big enough to look after the back half.
Yeah, there's, you know, you got these boys. Yeah, I know they're defending it now, but
Let's go.
Here's probably the last go at it. There's 20 seconds left on the clock here for Waikato. Slightly ahead of the screen clock, and Ailish goes long. And cut out by Vijay Soma, showing his composure. And Hahn, yeah, he knew.
yeah.
That's the desperate times there. And there's the hooter. Enough for Central Districts. They will retain the TNG Challenge Shield with a successful title defence here against Waikato. They win at 3-2. And a good outright win for CD in the men's A section will, I'm pretty sure, put them up there for the third and fourth matchup, finishing second in their pool behind Pukekohe. And we'll see some of those final games tomorrow. Now, coming up a little bit later, our last game for the day is a women's game between Pukekohe and Auckland out here on the live stream turf. So make sure you tune back in for that one. And for those that have been following along, on Turf 2, 1-1 between Auckland and Christchurch. We'll have to tune in a little bit later to find out the final result of that. But Central Districts get it done here, 3-2 over Waikato. And we'll see you back here soon for ladies action.